Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of Let's Play Armored Core for Answer. Now, before I move on here, there was something that I want to show, and I'm actually not too sure how many people actually know about this, but if you go into options from the ACSIS menu, and you scroll down into regulations here, there's certain little regulation tweaks that you can sort of play around with to sort of balance the game a specific way. Now, you can read the descriptions here and it'll explain like what's changed, but one in particular that I sometimes use for the hell of it is regulations 1.15, which allows you to have infinite energy and no energy cost. So it pretty much increases the energy output, as you'll see right here. And see, my mobility, which is usually about 66 mobility, jumped up to 81, and my defense, defense is still the same and everything's still the same, but mobility is up higher, and my, you look at the energy bar on the bottom left, or bottom right, of the screen right there, it's gone, and the capacity also goes up. Now we're going to test it, and you'll see that you have infinite energy and your armored core will move even faster than how you probably set it. So I only really use this regulation whenever I'm playing missions that pitch me against standard or grunt enemies. And I just ran into the armored core spawning partner. But yeah, the reason why I only use that with missions wherever I'm dealing with grunts is because it also changes the performance of the AI armored cores, as you saw right there. She's moving a lot faster than she normally does, and because I'm moving so fast, it causes my turn radius to go even higher, so sometimes I'll end up turning the wrong way while I don't want to, which is really, really bad. Like, you don't want to be facing the wrong way when you're fighting an enemy armored core boss. And boom. Right, so here, I'll show you the overboost. So only my PA is going down. Or at least, holy shit, it's not even, okay, it's going down maybe ever so slightly, but I practically have infinite overboost as it stands right now. Like, holy crap, it's insane. Let's see, I can get it up to about like 1,500 kilometers an hour if I click dash, but the overall average is about 1,400 kilometers an hour, so absurdly fast. And as you can see, I'm quick boosting. It's not depleting the energy gauge. So if I'm playing a mission where I'm not fighting armored core, I'll sometimes switch this regulation on. But other than that, I don't really use it if I'm fighting another armored core, because that also means that they get the same buffs that you do. So yeah, I guess to show off this little menu, you can change the name of your pilot, name of your AC, and the color of your heads-up display. Default is white. Yeah. And okay, back to blue. Where the hell is blue? Because blue is my favorite color. Yep. Radar type, so it'll show the altitude of whatever targets or missiles or anything like that are, if it's normal. If it's the other configuration, then it's only 2D, so it won't show any altitude. Okay. So yeah, there's just a little snippet of something that I don't know whether a lot of people who have played this game know about, but yeah. Okay, moving on.
Here is your mission. The client is Omer Science Technology. Your objective is to destroy the fleet currently docked in the port of former Chinese Shanghai. The fleet is a combination of GA America and BFF forces, and includes a number of special edition normals. However, we don't believe these weapons would give you much trouble. The client wants you to coordinate with support units. Battlefield strategy is up to you, of course, but there's no need to be a hero. That is all. This is a rare chance to improve your relationship with Omer Science Technology. Not a bad deal, don't you think?
Okay, so this mission has NPCs that can support you. My recommendation is don't bother, especially for this mission. This mission is so damn easy that you'd just be wasting your money. Like 60% of the cut if you hire Stasis. That's a load of bullshit. I'll freaking show you guys how easy this mission is. Like, don't worry about the support units. We're just going to drop them into the water with the basic strat that I got. So the cooperative partners, like the AI partners, they're about as useful as they are in a Souls game. They're just really there to be cannon fodder and take the beating for you, essentially. There aren't really many cases where they've actually helped me kill anything and have killed anything. So they're really just there as decoys. That's the only reason why I even use them, and it's rare for me to actually have to use any of them. So I'll show you guys which missions where I actually do need them. So we're gonna do it solo. Yeah, to talk a little bit more about mech action being a niche genre, it's not just video games, but also in the anime industry, because
commence mission.
For all you guys who do watch anime, you guys know that the current climate is all about isekai animes. So fantasy, otherworld animes essentially is pretty much the popular genre right now, which, yeah, I'm pretty sick of it too. And I guess from mech animes, like mech animes right now, nowadays, they all sort of live within like the shadow of Gundam, because Gundam is like the main flagship whenever it comes to mech action. So it's, yeah, even like down to like the storytelling. Like as an example, when I was watching Out Noir Zero, I quickly draw comparisons between the storyline of Out Noir Zero and Gundam 00. You got freaking space elevator, you got some princess trying to advocate pacifism and peace, and then you have your typical edgy teens piloting mechs, or usually prodigy teens, like my freaking god. But I guess that just boils down to tropes, usually. But yeah, oh man, that guy just killed himself. Or it is probably the railguns from the arms fort. So friendly fire. Yeah, see, like, you don't need a teammate to do this mission. It's not that hard. You'll get most of the damage probably from those railguns and maybe the battleships. But we're gonna take down this arms fort real quick here.
It may be a relic, but it's still an arms fort. Don't underestimate.
And just like that, an arms fort goes down that easily. It might as well should have just been made out of cardboard at that point. Is that everything? That should have been everything. Unless I missed one of those other enemies. Yeah, I did. I see him on the radar. And he just killed himself.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. Mission complete.
Yeah. So, yeah, mech action, even from like an anime standpoint, it's not as popular. I really wish there were more mech animes nowadays, because it's, yeah, I guess to talk about my taste in anime, it's really I'm very freaking picky whenever it comes to anime. Like, it's just gotten to the point where there's so much cookie cutter shit within the industry, and like, you know, fan servicey stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, a little fan service here and there it's funny and it's nice to have, but there's such a thing as oversaturation. So yeah, it's sort of like my take on it. And I guess another thing is being older now, I'm a lot more into like seinen anime versus shonen stuff. So if it generally has like high school backdrop, which is like that's a good 80 to at least 90 percent of like anime, I usually try to pass over it. I'll be like, oh fuck, another anime where it takes place in high school? Like, god damn it. Same old shit. Like, whenever I joke about it with my friends, that's usually the case. We just joke about all the tropes and shit. And hell, like, with some animes, you could probably make a freaking drinking game out of how much fan service is in it. Like, you get wasted pretty damn fast. Mind you, I don't drink, but I suggested that to some of my friends, and they freaking laughed and thought it was a brilliant idea. So, yeah, well, I'll talk a little bit more about anime stuff later on. Yeah. And let's see, what else can I talk about with Armored Core? The music. That's right. The music to the Armored Core series is freaking awesome. I love it. For the most part, a good bulk of the series music has been done by what is his name again? Kota Hoshino. Yeah, that's the name of the guy. He's been around for like the Armored Core soundtrack for ages, and if you want to hear some of the Armored Core music, there is a channel that actually does focus a lot on like the Armored Core soundtracks and like has them compiled. It's Armored Core OSTs. So that's a YouTube channel, and that's how like I listen in on a lot of the Armored Core soundtrack, everything. So yeah, check it out. It's pretty awesome. So that's another reason why I really do like Armored Core, is because of its music.
This is the mission. During trial operations, Cradle 2-1 was occupied by the Liliana insurgents. They are an extremist anti-establishment group, more radical even than Ninarch. They are committed to violence for its own sake, and little else. You have been given special clearance to enter
these
Cradle
insurgent guys are a bunch of dumbasses. So the genocide ending is where you pretty much side with the leader.
As much as possible. We're offering significant bonuses if you can keep the damage to a minimum. This should be no problem for a top lynx like yourself. We look forward to your reply.
Okay, here we go.
Commence mission. Retake Cradle 2-1 and eliminate the Liliana insurgents. They're extremists, but they can only deploy normals. No match for a next. You should have little problem taking them out.
It's a lynx inbound. Crap! It must be the lynx doing.
A colored soldier. Nothing more than a wildcat without fangs.
Wildcat without fangs, huh? Let's see about that, buddy.
Show them. Victory rewards the ready.
Damn! Let's just do it!
I guess I'll pop a few of my missiles. There we go, down it goes. I usually don't like using missiles. It's more so for like cannon fodder enemies is what I'm using them for. So, like, I guess to an extent auxiliary weaponry, and like if I'm trying to conserve some of my ammo. for my machine gun. There we go. Down he goes. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful here because I don't want to melee these guys because they're sitting right next to the life support system on the arc. The cradle. There we go. Arc. What am I thinking of? Well, in technical, I'm not wrong though. That's how these cradles are treated as floating arcs.
Remaining. 4 left.
Okay, where are these guys?
3 left. 2 left. Confirmed. All
Down
targets
he
destroyed.
goes.
Mission complete. Well, that's it. You've passed. Nothing more to say.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, the operator in this game compared to Armored Core 4, she's a little bit more, I guess, cynical. So, yeah, whereas the operator in Armored Core 4, she's a little bit more, I wouldn't say emotional, she expresses a little bit more, I suppose. I like both of them. They have, like, their ups and downs in terms of the dialogue. Like, the operator in this game, her name is... Oh, boy. Shit, I'm mixing it up a little bit here because she does have an alias name. So the alias name is, like, Serene Hayes? So that's the alias. However, her actual name is Kasumi Sumika. So within the Armored Core lore, she did fight in the National Dismantlement War, so that was 10 years ago, so that's the event of Armored Core 4. And what I read earlier in White Glint's little bio about the pilot fighting a unit of armored cores on their own, that's pretty much this one mission where you do have to fight, like, it's like a 3-on-1, I believe, on normal, and a 4-on-1 on hard mode of other armored cores, because what happened was you're supposed to help a unit, but you arrive late, so your unit is kind of like wiped out, and they're like, yeah, can you take care of this? And that's pretty much the case with Armored Core games. It's like, here, we're just gonna throw you this shit situation for you to deal with. And how hard mode usually works is, oh yeah, there's a unidentified armored core coming in, let's fight it. So you fight it, and it's like, oh yeah, there's another one that's coming in. So you have to take on that other armored core with whatever health or ammo that you have left. And that's usually hard mode 90% of the time. So I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to deal with this shit. So yeah, good old Souls mentality, or like From Software, like fuck you mentality, where they just they're just gonna throw hard shit at you just for the sake of throwing hard shit at you. In ways, it's almost like invasions. Okay. About 18-minute mark, so yeah, sure. Let's do this.
Here's your mission. The client is GA America. The objective is the Interior Union Force based at the Mimir Naval Port. You'll be supplied with a generous amount of ordnance. Don't let up on the attack until ordered to withdraw. The more damage and destruction you cause, the better your pay will be. This information is unconfirmed, but we believe a new model arms fort is in dock for maintenance and supply. If it's there, don't let it get away. The client is offering a special bonus for its elimination. Well, that's about it. This is a good deal for the right links. We'll be waiting to hear from you.
Yeah, well, simple enough. Blow up a lot of shit and get paid a lot, depending on how much shit you blow up. Straightforward, right, guys? You know, it's also kind of nice is how in this Armored Core, it's actually set within like the real world environment. Like you can actually see actual countries like America and Canada and et cetera, right? And inside of the lore, there are certain of these organizations stationed within actual like real life locations. Like I think one of the companies that I do sort of like in terms of their parts is Ray Leonard, and they're stationed in Hudson Bay, Canada. So that's where their base is. However, I think to some extent they're almost like out of mission now in this game's lore. I'm not too sure. Like veterans, just correct me or state whatever in the comments. But in Armored Core 4, you do destroy one of their headquarters within Hudson Bay. Like, you do go up there, if I recall. So funny. The guy who was briefing us on the mission said, "Don't worry about ordnance." But I don't know, I'm so conservative. Like, I'm a really conservative player whenever I play certain games, so that's why I'm running around blading these air carriers and shit. Even though I could just unload, which, yeah, I need to get into the habit of. Alright, what else we got here? You sunk my battleship!
I
don't know, I always find that to be a little funny, that line to be funny, because I always think about the, it's a Simpsons episode where all the old folks are playing bingo, but every time somebody calls out like the codes for the bingo, it's that one old guy, he's always like, "You sunk my battleship," every time. Whoever is like announcing the codes was announcing them, so, but they're getting pissed out because they're like, "We're not playing that," though. It's like, "You sunk my battleship." Yeah, so that's why I find that line to be a little funny now. Alright. Well, the exact thing I'm worried about, running out of things to talk about, that kind of popped up in my head right now. Shit. Oh boy. Oh, right. Actually, I think you can get explosive splash damage from these ships if you're too close when you blow them up, so...
2 minutes remaining.
Oh, right. We're on a timer. I almost forgot. Those are the game's mission time.
Arms fort confirmed. That's our bonus target. Prioritize it.
Wilco. Got it.
Okay, enemy arms fort down.
Shit, a little too close. Okay. Let's see if I can get all the targets in time. I should be able to.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. Mission complete. Excellent results. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I think the ranking is actually, for this mission, is actually dictated on how many of the ships you actually destroy. Awesome. Okay, 24 minutes. We still have more time. In fact, yeah, this next mission is actually really short, given the strat that I got, and just the nature of the mission.
This is your mission. Your target is the Arms Fort Gigabase, currently escorted by the BFF 8th Fleet. The convoy is sailing south through the Northwest Sea. The 8th Fleet is a powerful force made up of large cruisers and other smaller vessels.
Funny joke about BFF. I remember when My sister was watching me let's play this, and she heard BFF. She's like, "Best friends forever." So in my mind right now, we gotta go destroy the best friends forever fleet.
And destroy the target as quickly as possible. In addition, the Union will pay you a bonus for the destruction of the supply vessels. You can ignore the other secondary targets if you wish. That's all. The Union speaks very highly of you. We hope you can take this on.
So yeah, the Vanguard overboost, you guys all saw it in the intro cutscene where they're strapping into white glint. So how do you make an armored core faster? Well, let's strap more rockets onto it. So this mission is going to be over real quick. And I think you'd still get an S rank if you just hit the main arms fort target. You don't actually have to worry about anything else. The only thing you need to worry about is probably just dodging, really. Yeah, I think of it, it's just dodging. And this would have been a perfect opportunity to switch on regulation 1.15.
Escorted by the 8th Fleet. Use the VOB to close in on Gigabase.
Here we go.
Watch out for long-range fire. This arms fort is a defensive stronghold. Don't underestimate its firepower.
Uh-huh. Like so. Okay. Yeah, I just got a quick dash, left or right, doesn't matter. And then there'll just be more shots that end up consecutive after a certain amount of times as you get closer. Woo!
VOB nearly depleted.
Here we go.
Prepare for normal battle maneuvers. VOB depleted. Purging.
Yeah, I usually just strafing right as I get closer, because once you get close, you don't have to worry about that cannon.
Good, you're in close. Sink Gigabase as quickly as possible. Stop wasting time.
Checkmate.
Confirmed. Gigabase has been destroyed. Mission complete.
And just like that, in and out. And that is probably the shortest mission in the game. That was like, what, a solid minute of, whew, look at that, no damage and no ammo usage. So, perfect score. And, do I have time for another one? Nah, this is kind of a lengthy mission. I'm not going to finish it in 3 minutes. So, yeah, that's gonna do it for this part of the Let's Play. So, I hope you guys enjoyed what you've seen so far, and hope that it piques your interest for the mech action genre, as I'll try to talk a little bit more about that. And yeah, so you guys know the drill: like, dislike, and sub if you want. And I'll catch you guys all next time. Thanks for watching. See yas.